guys and gals, Never here from Drake Wing Gaming, and some of you know me on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you another Let's Play episode of Tennis Ace, Case Path. So y'all, before we jump into it, I just want to remind y'all that our Patreon is now open. We've got bronze, silver, and gold tiers respectively, each $5, $10, and $15. And all of them get access to our community Discord server for as little as $5. Y'all, so anyway, if y'all want to help support the channel, don't forget to look at our Patreon, link in the description. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump right back in. Alarm chain, you are up, and let's go. Alright. The man who beat all odds to become the greatest tennis hopeful the country had ever seen. I stopped caring. Why care when everything was a bygone conclusion anyway? I would always lose to Tanabe anyway. The gap would just get wider and wider. I was fine being number 2. It was easier to be number 2. I didn't feel like I was suffocating anymore. Why should you put so much work into doing something you're not suited to? If Tanabe is better than me, that clearly means there's nothing I can do. That was the way I started to think. It hurt less if I thought like that. Oh my. But, getting close to him, to someone who is so familiar to Tanabe, I felt Keisuke chasing after my back every step of the way. I felt uncomfortable when I noticed he was reaching me. It's happening again, were the words that came to my mind. But you never cared about that, did you? I could see how much effort you put into everything you do. You're no genius, but you're not some kind of child star who's perfect at everything. If anything, I would say you're completely unsuited for tennis. Despite years of harsh training, you're not all that strong. You're not all that skillful, and everything you have because you trained harder than anyone. Come to think of it, you and Shuichi are birds of a feather, aren't you? Yet, seeing you getting close to me, it made me panic. I don't want to lose yet. I don't want him to pass me by. I don't want him to look down on me when he realizes I'm not interesting anymore. More than anyone, you're the one person I never want looking at me like that. Looking at me that way. So I did my best. I tried harder. I did everything I could to get by. At school, my personal life, tennis, all of it. I felt like I was the one who needed to keep up with you. That if I didn't do that, you'd leave me behind. At some point during that, I started having fun. Because that's the real issue, isn't it? When did tennis stop being fun for me? I don't even know anymore. But playing against you, watching you grow, feeling the pressure of being chased closely from behind, I didn't want to lose. If I lost, that would mean you wouldn't be chasing me anymore. And I never wanted it to end. I wanted you to keep chasing after me forever. Tennis is fun when I'm with you. Challenging my limits and trying my best are fun when you're around. You don't dismiss me. You don't praise me when I don't deserve it. You always watch me from up close. You see all of me. All of my effort and hard work. You praise me when I work hard and you call me out when I slack off. I want you to keep looking at me like that. So I worked hard. I guess that's my answer. It's such a small thing. So small that it makes me want to laugh now that I think about it. More than some kind of unreachable rival or a close friend that walked side by side with me. It was you. The one guy who ignored every obstacle and tried his best even when he didn't seem suited to tennis at all. Seeing you grow made me want to try my best too. I think you're right. I didn't even notice it at first, but now that you mention it, I can't say it's not true. I guess I found my answer. The crocodile's brow furrows, staring down at me like I just said something absurd and nonsensical. What do you mean, your answer? Tennis is fun. I don't need any other reason to work hard. His eyes widen. His jaw goes slack. The crocodile stares at me like I'm a total stranger. Some kind of alien life form. Can't blame him for it. What? Why are you laughing? Tennis is fun? That's it? That's your answer? Are you kidding me? Hey, don't mock me. I thought really hard about it, okay? The crocodile's bellowing laugh echoes so loudly that everyone stops what they're doing. The players in all the courts stop to stare at us, attracted by the sudden ruckus going on around them. Can you stop laughing that hard? It's embarrassing. I can't believe it. You looked so serious while you were thinking it. That's what you tell me? Tennis is fun? Oh my god, my sides. Please stop it. I'm seriously regretting saying anything right now. Sorry. I didn't mean to embarrass you. It's just that, well, no duh. I'd hope you find tennis fun. Otherwise, what are you even doing playing something you don't like? Right. Look, kid, I'm not gonna be a choosing beggar. Whatever works for you, I'm just happy you're getting your mojo back. We have a lot we need to work on. Oh, we do? Yeah, for starters, your stamina is crap. It might be fine for shorter matches, but when you play against someone who can really drag things out, you lose steam way too quickly. Yeah, I know that. If you make it to the pros like that, you're not going to last. 5-set matches are going to be the norm, and you won't have the juice for that. Your stamina is the first thing we need to work on. Taking y'all, water time. Sure. Thank you for pointing out the obvious, and here I thought you actually had something useful to offer. Other than that, we really need to work on your spin shots. My spin shots? The crocodile nods, a playful smile disappearing from his face completely. Instead, he looks down at me with a completely serious eye. watching me freeze under his watchful gaze. Your slice is fine, but your topspin is sloppy. The ball slides too much when it should be bouncing higher. And you have no variety. Topspin is only going to be useful for you if you can use it to catch the other players off guard. You need to be able to change how much spin you're putting on the ball so it bounces more irregularly. Really? I thought my topspin was fine. You don't use spin shots all that often. For the most part, you tend to stick with flat shots, which is fine for you and your playstyle. But when you need to rely on spin shots to change the pace or recover from a tight spot, you need them to be as good as they can be. Fine ain't cutting it. I guess that makes sense. I'm gonna come up with a different training routine for you so you can focus on those two things right now. There's more we're gonna need to work on, but those are the two major points at the moment. Okay, I'll work on that. Sayatan is really good at both of those things. Maybe you could get some pointers from her. Her topspin is killer. Are we really gonna make Saya responsible for helping with me and Keisuke's train? She'll be fine. The girl can juggle way more than you give her credit for. Besides, she's been the one most worried about your mental state for years now. She has? Now I feel bad. The good thing is that practicing against Harushi Haruka helps you get used to opponents that play more carefully. They might not be as refined or as aggressive as Tanabe, but what you've been learning by practicing with him will surely help you during the Kanto Regional Tournament. Right, regionals are coming up. I need to be at the top of my game there. Tanabe has been beating me during both regionals and nationals for 4 years now. I don't want my last year as a student to end in overwhelming defeat, too. I'll do my best. The crocodile smiles again, placing his heavy hand on my shoulder and giving it a squeeze. Good. That's what I want to hear. Now go get ready to head home. Practice is over for the day. What? Already? I can still go on. I have to close down the court, kid. I can't keep hanging around just because you want to practice more. Alright, fine. Good. I'm gonna go let the others know. It seems that some of the other kids are already packing up. There's a bunch who don't seem to notice what time it is. It's not like we get a ton of natural light in here in the first place. It doesn't surprise me at all. I watch Coach walking up to the other members, letting people know to wrap up one by one. I quickly walk up to the nearby bench, grabbing my things and heading to the locker room. That was a show! Ah! Out of nowhere, a single rabbit jumps in front of me, making me shriek and jump back. Whoa, easy there, it's just me! Don't do that! Sheesh, sorry, it's not my fault you don't pay attention to your surroundings. What do you want, Saya? What was that about? The coach was laughing, like, really hard. It caught me by surprise. That? That was just him being an idiot and laughing at me for saying tennis is fun. Whoa, you actually said that? Yes, why do you look so shocked about it? I'm just surprised is all. If you say so. Are you excited? Regionals is in a week. I guess there's nothing too special about it. What? No way, there's everything special about it. We're our last year as students, you know. Are we? I hadn't noticed. Boo, don't be snippy with me. Maybe if this were nationals, I'd be more excited. Right now, I just want to avoid getting ahead of myself. Really? That doesn't sound like you. I don't know what to tell you, it's the truth. Well, so long as you take it seriously, I guess I can't complain. Knowing you, I'm sure you'd find a way to complain regardless. You're really good at that. I'm gonna go shower and get changed. I'll see you tomorrow. See ya, and good job today. Keep it up. What? Encouragement? From you? What is going on here? That's it, I'm leaving. Goodbye, Saya. Bye-bye. Talk to you later. 1 second, y'all. Water time. He's such a pain in the ass sometimes. I drop my bag in front of my locker, fishing out a towel I can use to dry myself from all the accumulated sweat. Now the excitement is over, my head is starting to hurt. I think I might have thought too hard in here. I'm not used to this. From the corner of my eye, I notice a mostly white shape walking up next to me and dropping a bag nearby. You're still here. Coach and Saya both held me up for a while. I'd already been out the door if it weren't for that. That's not too bad. Was the talk with Coach helpful? It was a lot of things. What does that mean? Don't worry about it. I finished spraying myself with the strong deodorant I always bring with me. I don't like showering in here, but that doesn't mean I want to walk back home smelling bad. The deodorant is enough to neutralize the smell of sweat for at least a little while before I can head home and take a bath there. By the way, are you coming over again tonight? Oh, right. I forgot to ask about that. Ask what? Just if it would be okay for me to. I don't want to impose. You're not imposing, you dumbass. You want to be away from your family for a bit, don't you? Yeah. Then you can stay over. Having you around isn't any kind of trouble. Plus, I appreciate the company. Thank you. That's really sweet. Don't start getting sappy on me in public, though. We don't want to call too much attention to ourselves, remember? I'll wait for you by the gate. There's too many people in here, and I don't want to be on the way. That is, unless you want to take a bath when you get to my place instead. Nah, I prefer to stick to routine. Besides, even if it isn't that far away, I don't want to talk about I don't want to walk around feeling sticky and smelly for any longer than I absolutely need to. Yeah, that's fair. I'll see you outside. Yeah. I grab my things and walk out of the locker room just as Keisuke starts taking off his shirt, making sure to only look for a second before looking away. Ha! Fresh air. It always feels nice. It always feels so great after practice. When my fur is still a little damp and I can feel breeze on it, that stuff rules. As I walk toward the gate, I notice a familiar figure in the distance, waiting. I pick up my step, jogging to him. Hey there, Alex. I didn't think I'd see you here. I came to pick Keisuke up. You got here a little early. He's taking a shower right now. I know. I'm familiar with his schedule. Huh, so you wanted to get here early? Talk about diligence. I actually hoped I could speak with you in private, hence why I showed up earlier. With me? What about? The wolf looks around, scanning the horizon all the way to over his own shoulders. Come with me. I'd rather not be overheard. Okay. What's going on here? Alex drags me to a nearby spot inside school grounds. Right between the gym building and the outer wall, a patch of greenery covered by a few trees. True to his intention, there's absolutely no one around here. What's going on? You're freaking me out a little bit. His face. Face? Whose face? Keisuke's face. Oh. Keisuke's face. Did you truly think I would not notice the bruise? Just then I feel as if even the blood inside my veins had frozen immediately. My eyes go wide, staring in shock at the wolf's face as he glares at me. That look, that disapproving, menacing look stares right through me. My legs begin to shake and quiver. I desperately want to look away. Yet my body is pinned down by that stare. I can't move at all. My body doesn't respond. I require an explanation. When Keisuke left for your house, he was entirely unharmed. Why and how is there now a bruise on his face? Worse yet, one so noticeable that it can be seen even through his white fur. A bruise like that would require significant force to make. I have trouble believing a mere accident could have caused it. What happened? It's not that noticeable, is it? I can only see it when I look up from up close. I didn't... You didn't? Didn't what? Why is your first instinct to talk about yourself? I let Keisuke spend the night with you because I trusted you and your ability to keep him safe. I felt that he was with you, no harm would befall him. Imagine my surprise when I show up the next day and he has a bruise. I feel sick. My stomach begins to churn, feeling as if it were tying itself into endless knots. I want to get sick. My heart starts to pound inside my chest, so hard that I can feel it in my mouth. Speak! That single word, spoken tersely and like a command, snaps me out of my trance. Just then my entire body shakes and I feel like I had just been under a spell to hold me still, even if I know it wasn't the case. Worse yet, I hadn't noticed at all that I'd begin holding my breath at some point. As soon as my body relaxes, I gasp and struggle for multiple fast, shallow breaths. We had a fight. A fight? He said some really hurtful, and before I even realized what I was doing, my body... So you hit him, because he said something you did not like. It's not like that. I lost control, and that is supposed to make things better? That's supposed to make it acceptable? No, of course not. It still doesn't feel real. I can't believe I did that. Why did I do that? I hate violence. I never wanted to hurt anyone, so why did I hurt him so just... Why did I hurt him so just as bad as he hurt me that time? There you go. My throat contracts over and over again. My eyes start to burn. A heavy hand comes crashing down on my shoulder, nearly knocking me down the floor. Instead, it holds me in place, gripping me so tightly that I feel as if my shoulder is about to be torn off by just those strong fingers. I shall make myself clear. I do not care. Whatever reasoning excuses you give shall not move me. His claws start to dig into me, making me panic, thinking that he just might tear my shoulder off after all. I chose to put my trust in you, and you have failed it. You do not want to know what I will do to you if so much as you put a single finger on him in an inappropriate manner. In fact, the only reason I stay my hand right now is because I do not wish to cause Keisuke undue grief. I swallow hard, nodding along to his words, feeling as if all the blood were draining from my face. My hands, my feet, all of it suddenly feels so cold. For the time being, Keisuke and I will need to have a conversation. Until such a time, I will be keeping my eyes on you. I understand. He's right. Keisuke went along with it so easily that I wanted to fool myself into thinking everything is okay. If he didn't think anything of it, then there's no harm done, right? Except that's not true at all. Just because Keisuke is forgiving, or maybe because he doesn't know better. Maybe he's been so messed up from the way he's been raised that he can't help but blame himself and act like he deserved it. Whatever his reason might be, though, I did do something unacceptable. Hurting him like that. There's no way I can gloss over that. I shouldn't. It's wrong. Even after I did that, I want to vomit. Compose yourself. You best not say a single word to him about your conversation. If you go out looking like that, he will certainly know that something has transpired. Oh, okay. Alex walks out of this small spot, going back to the main gate so he can wait for Keisuke. Once he is gone, the full weight of the conversation we just had hits me all at once. I fall down to the ground, hitting my back against the nearby wall and my ass on the ground. I remain seated for what feels like ages, my brain going around in circles about what just happened. Before I notice it, my eyes begin to burn as tears start welling up. My shoulder still stings badly. In fact, I can see a few red spots forming right where Alexandra's claws had been, beginning to stain the fabric above them with small red circles. Alright, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Ooh, boy, howdy. Oh, looks like that you boys in a pickle, y'all. Anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Leave a super thanks or tip if you can. It always helps. Until the next video, I love you all. I'll see y'all next time. Don't forget to check out the Patreon, y'all. Bye-bye!